Ridiculous. Welcome back aboard the Holly Jolly Polite Ship, everyone. And today, we'll be making a somewhat part 2 to the tree decorating video, which is this time going to be a full-length video following what we did for our house this year, decorating process video for my grandparents' house. Which means we're going to see the Chloe Clovis get her house decorated. Things already put up include tree, Frankie post, Santa pictures, and this angel thing, stocking rack, and that's it. The fact that the manger is bigger than the tree is very concerning. Now, I already explained the tree in that short that I did, but I'll give another brief explanation. So the angel is a fiber optic angel, just like the one that we have, and on our tree at home. And the angel, the wire for the angel goes down the back, through the tree, out to the bottom, and then it pops underneath the skirt, plugs into this extension cord here, where the tree also plugs in. There's also the hidden button back here, so you can switch the settings of the tree. So there's a couple different settings. I never actually said this in my last video because I didn't actually realize there were different settings until we put it up this year. The first setting is this slow colored fade. The second setting is the switch between white and blue. I mean, not blue, colored. Oh my god. Then there's just a white fade. Then there's the switch between colored and white. That's just hard switch like this. Then there's solid on white. And then there's solid on colored. The light bulb for the manger also connects to this extension cord over here. This extension cord, goes back here where it connects to another extension cord that the tree itself is plugged in, or the angel. I think that's actually the angel. Wait, no, that is the tree, never mind. And it goes all the way back here into this plug here. Why specifically this plug? Well, because this plug is controlled by the light switch. So, depending on how I flip the switch, it could turn on or off. Now, Frankie Post is just Frankie Post. He is in a box by himself, so we just put him up. So yeah. The tree is in 3 boxes total. This is the box for the tree itself, along with the garland. This and this are ornament. Well, this is ornaments. This is the manger and the rest of the decorations for the tree. Speaking of the manger, the light bulb isn't actually built in. The orange light bulb that we have in here, we just kind of popped into this spot here. So yeah, it's interesting. Also, the only things that actually come with the original manger set is Jesus, Mary, Joseph, and the 3 wise men. The angel, the shepherd, the sheep, and the donkey are all in like a separate set that we just add to the manger afterwards. And as for the stocking rack, that's a little bit more complicated because we have to break it up in order to put it in the box and then put it back together again every year. This is usually my job anyway. So basically, these 2 pieces have to be bolted in. Then we have the long pole. This has to be screwed into the top. Same thing on this side. And then we have to put the thing in the middle and then hook on all these little hooks for the stockings, which aren't out yet because they're later. So now we gotta go into the shed to get the rest of the stuff. So first we gotta find this wreath, which is in this black tub. And then we can hang said wreath on the door. I just got the How Did We Get Here achievement because I have no clue why these candy canes are out right now, considering the fact that we haven't even started thinking about the outside yet, but here they are. We'll just keep them here. My grandfather has a very specific way of doing things, so I'm just kind of following along and trying to figure out what's going on here. Tub number 1 is here, which includes these chair things that go on the chair. Also, apparently the reason Grandpa needs the candy canes here is because he has to fiddle with them forever to get these things to stay in. We already lost one, and we just took them out. Oh, look what it is. These springy Santas that constantly break. This is the first traumatized Santa of this video. And then this weird cat thing. We have the coffee table centerpiece. Ignore the candy canes. Alright, so these things I tied to the back of the chairs in the kitchen. Oh, look at that. It's time to traumatize Santa even more. Hooray. Luckily for me, the top of this guy's hat has been rain damaged, so it's really soft. And I could just press down to get him into the ground. Nutcracker and Christmas tree. These angels finally figured out where they were. Then this point, Santa lamp goes, so the lampshade goes on. And then this guy doesn't have batteries in him yet. We'll do that later. Sled. I don't know why I'm not talking. So we have this oven mitt and this baking nutcracker. And then we put this over there, along with the polar bear teapot. That's very confusing to put back in. And this joy bowl. And this. So yes, that is right. It's time to hang the stockings on the stocking rack. This is actually a third tub. I skipped the last tub, but this is most of the stuff in the guest room. It's the bears. I love the bears. Peace on earth. Okay. Oh, look. It never has a candle in it. Oh, no. He doesn't even work anymore. Speaking of which, I did these guys, too. Oh, look. It's the wind-up nutcracker that moves when you wind it up. And this, the next traumatized Santa. And then, yeah. On the top of the traumatizing things. Yeah. We need to battery them, but in this next tub, I found the mice that started it all. What? So here's this thing. Yeah. Time to traumatize Santa again. Well, here he is. Seriously though, is this supposed to be a fox? Like what is this? I call it Mermit. Miss Piggy and Kermit. Just now. Door snowman. Thing. Thingy. Thing. Hooray! Treat. Good girl. So now, the Glois has a Christmas bandana on. Yeah, the Glois. Speaking of which, we're over here because it's battery time. This is my favorite version of Santa. The Santa that blasts your eardrums out whilst twerking in your face. I had to scream over that. Apparently these guys already had batteries in them. Not again. Never mind, I'm just pressing the button wrong. Obviously the lights still don't light up, but somehow I fixed this thing last year. I don't know what I did.
Are you going to leave me a Christmas surprise?
No, but I put batteries in you. I also put batteries in this. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the inside. So now, we're in the past, the present, and the future. But first, we're going to have a lunch break with snow-dusted pasta, which is basically what I like to call pasta with way too much cheese on it because you can never have enough cheese on pasta. You see, I hate this welcome mat because it's always like up like that. And then occasionally, it didn't do it this time, but when you open the door, it'll pull the entire welcome mat with it. Anyway, it's time for these presents. So this is the presents. Now last year I said these presents on the step for some reason. This is actually called a porch. I don't know where I got the idea of the step for. But now it's time for the timer, which all of these get plugged into. Don't ask about the electrical tape. Everything that exists in this house has electrical tape on it for some unknown reason. So there's two separate timers, one for the side over there and one for the front right here. All right, so now it's time for the candy canes. And to do the candy canes, I'm going to do an unnecessarily cool transition. Let's see. Let's hope this turns out good. And the candy canes are done. Well, if anyone was asleep, they're not now because I just moved the wind chime so I could put the snowman here. So starting with the side lights, this is the bag that those are in. So actually, I was wrong. We're starting with the front lights. Since I was in charge of the bushes this year, I tried to put a little bit more on them. But this is the bushes. Obviously, you can't really see them because it's daytime. After we were done with the lights, we got all these things that just kind of stick into the ground. Now it's time for the side. All right, so now we're done the side lights, and we just got to get the candy canes here. So then we put the Santas in the front, and if the wind even blows slightly, that's gone. Now it's time for the side candy canes. But after the candy canes are in, the whole house is done. Which means that's a wrap. Okay, that was really not that funny. So, thanks for watching. Be merry, not seasick. Bye.